Okay, we are now recording. First question, I thought this lady's supposed to be dead.
Well, that's the thing about Phoenix Wright, is it's a story about dead people.
Huff huff, arg. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did you make me do that? That girl, you should
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying!
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! It wasn't me. I didn't. I didn't do it. We know this is academically correct, but can you prove it, Mr. Wright? With evidence. 5 years earlier, Mia faced second trial. Nani? Oh, so we're in the past. April 11, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. I don't know who's gonna voice Mia.
Not me.
Alright then. Ahem. Ahem. Whew. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know who this is. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Mia, please, calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg. I'm at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me, what with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Oh my gosh, this is before Mr. Wright became a lawyer. Cough. Sniffle. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say I'll give it all I've got. Yep, I'll be fine. No problem.
He's scrapping. Oh, he's scrapping.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doctor says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Let go of my shirt! That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. We're flashing back even further, boys! But that trial traumatized me so badly, I somehow transcended time and ended up in the prequel series. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client and myself. April 11, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom Number 2. Bonk. Court is now in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
He has a fucking pompadour? The defense today is missing in action fairy, was it? Yes. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that you were dead. Yes, well, this is a flashback. Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. It's something about a painting, I believe. Emergency? Wasn't that him standing right there next to you? Yes. You're a rookie. Are you sure you can handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Miss Payne, your opening statement, please. He's bobbing.
Well.
He's bobbing the pompadour.
Well, I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
An entire ecology system for farms, you say?
They call it aura farming these days, Your Honor. Here's a photo. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
So, first of all, looking at this, the power lines are snapped, so clearly this was an accident based on this power line snapping.
There are no accidents in Ace Attorney, little girl.
Until there are.
Yeah, but he does look pretty suspicious. Well, the court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
Crime Photo 1. The crime took place behind an IVU building. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
I object. It's actually pronounced Sag City. What do you mean?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will.
Should really not say that to a woman.
Ah, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
That's too much information,
Now,
Mr.
see
Grossberg.
here.
Please do not show me your hemorrhoids.
The details of this case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
He's an art student?
He currently has a cold.
I feel like I've seen this girl before.
I feel like I've seen that guy before.
Nah, that's impossible.
I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Ah, fatal electric shock.
All the weapons can be found in the court record. Look hard at the data there and present everything from left to right every time you find a new person, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just press RB here.
Now...
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? How could that happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that would become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? I thought that was entirely circumstantial.
Yeah.
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it.
When did Frieza
I
become a
should-
prosecutor?
I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the Rookie Killer for nothing, you know.
Bonk.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady.
Evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with RB, so be sure to go over it all.
Now then, show me what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix White and the victim? Oh, I need to do another pitch adjustment. I thought her voice was a little deeper than that.
We're in the past. She doesn't know what she's doing yet. She's trying her best.
Yes. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne? All I see is a floating square with a face on it, miss.
Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Bonk.
Very well, Mr. Payne.
Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Wrong. Well, it's fine after all. Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well.
Bonk.
The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what you did before you arrested.
Oh. I was a university student.
Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death
But
of your fellow
I did not do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, I was...
Will the defendant please refrain from passing his cold on to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. I and the victim. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even wanted to talk to that stuck-up British wannabe.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony has contradictions.
Contradictions?
Yes, you see, somebody could have bought this game standalone as the very first visual novel. We have to explain all the mechanics again, and you can only give Phoenix Wright amnesia so many times.
But Mr. Wright is a client, what do you mean?
Oh, you'll see in the later game. Well, you won't be seeing it. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by this? Was he lying to me? Was there a contradiction in what Mr. Grossberg was saying? Bonk. Now then, your cross-examination if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Okay, I feel like this is the part where really it should be the prosecutor cross-examining.
Nah, go implicate your own client, idiot. Well, but dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, you'd better have receipts.
Okay. When you say there, you mean when you activated your planted C4? Yes. I likes down special. A place where something happened anyway.
Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident. A coincidence, huh? You say you found the body, so who called the police? Huh? Dying noises.
Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Dying noises. Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? My throat can only fake it so many times.
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But not as much as he was. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right. Well, no. That is, I mean... So, which is it? Did you know him or not? Now see here! You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day! Well, I can certainly try, Your Honor. I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet.
That's all I knew about him.
Well, Mr. Wright. Huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, I saw it at the crime scene. That's why. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Mr. Fay? Yes, Your Honor? What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, yes?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
This is years ago. This man should be less senile.
Hey, something occurred to me just now. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Okay.
Well, dear, do you think you can manage this tutorial case?
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? I'm pretty sure you're a defense attorney, not a prosecutor.
Your Honor, my client is being an idiot. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Hey! Hey! Wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that really was the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing under that jacket. Mr. Wright?
You've been lying to me.
Mia, you've made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for phonics anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Pill store ran out, sir.
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How'd you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright.
Wrong.
Shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take another look at another photo from another crime scene. This one.
Another crime scene?
Another the same crime scene.
What is this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X! Yeah, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work.
Why not?
There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
Fingerprints?
I'll do more than finger him. Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Cold Killer X found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it.
Electricity?
Passed through it, yes. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks. My poor, poor hemorrhoids.
Why does he keep mentioning his hemorrhoids? Witness testimony. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X the past 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. Dying noises. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin cross-examining. I don't feel like making the prosecutor do his job for him. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. What really happened that day? Have you ever met the victim before? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is? It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
Oh, what was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of victim Doug Swallow.
Doug Swallow? He's probably swallowed something he wasn't supposed to.
Before she met Mr. Right, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated that you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there, right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist? So you're an alchemist, then? I admit it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that could run on high-voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. Such a shame that you ended his life early, Mr. Wright. What did I do? Maybe I should ask him for details? I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Okay, sure. I don't know that much about it, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. So what was it you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. And later, when I went back, I found him just lying there. Quack, is there dogs barking?
No, I think that's GT.
Oh,
Hi, GT. Welcome to the stream.
yeah, we're streaming. We're
You're on
streaming.
YouTube.
Yeah, we're streaming Phoenix right now while I transform Grimlock.
Alright, then.
Yeah, that's when they found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Yeah, that's right, I was. And why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought we could make up. Dying noises. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it, Mr. Wright? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep by with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Bro is just actually overdosing on cough medicine, huh?
That explains a lot.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Well, Mia? The boy isn't exactly a natural-born liar, but we can't have him spouting nonsense.
Well, I know, but what can I do? He's a fucking idiot.
Well, I'm certain he must be hiding something. Information. Right now, it's information we need more than anything else.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Now, what does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, Miss Faye. Omelets.
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm sorry. Women are allowed to perform beat up men in the courtroom. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death, and then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony can't be trusted. What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Huh? However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor?
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. I believe that if we were trying to piece together everything we've heard up to now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive.
Yeah, quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
My existence is proof and evidence. Now then, Miss Faye, show me what you've got. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. Okay, I know how he died. Girlfriend lady murdered boyfriend. She hit him with an umbrella and hit him into the electricity field because I know that she holds an umbrella and there's an umbrella in the photograph.
Oh, you missed the umbrella. The real murder weapon.
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So that the high voltage cable... Yes! The high voltage cable is the cause of his death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may have indeed been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant!
It's you. That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Order. That's enough. I think we conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg, don't you understand? Part of a defense attorney's job is to negotiate for the lowest possible sentence.
My hemorrhoids never negotiate. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, I know you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, bonk. At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay? Bonk. Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Cough, cough. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further.
Cough. I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it. Don't talk about her like that.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell you the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
Please stop talking about your hemorrhoids. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. So that's definitely one of his moves in the fighting game, right?
I think it might be. That's so bad.
I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
When I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That is true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't lead to any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. When I pushed the victim... So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Anyway, after he said that, I just... Tell me more about what happened in detail. That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a frenzy. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. There was no cable anywhere to be seen. Right, there was nothing like that at all.
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let him steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony. Witness. That moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just there.
Unless we can find something that shows his innocence, I'm afraid the judge is just going to call him guilty.
I need to find contradictions. A loud noise. And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? Not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
Objection!
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could have been... Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did the umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well, of course it's important. Bonk. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy liar.
Bonk. The court agrees to the request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. Are you certain of this? Yeah. It was right there under him. Actually, if I hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time, knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
My stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
Ah, I'm sorry. Continue on with your testimony, witness. Again, girl lawyers are just allowed to beat people up.
No comment.
What, do you want Mia to punch you in the gut?
What do you want me to punch you in the gut?
Maybe. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes. Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I got worried about him later. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Nope. Nobody. Could that stupid cough sound any phonier?
Unless we can find that he's innocent, but the air we're cooked.
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. The prosecution is making me laugh. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, it was not by my client's hand that he died. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Order! 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 The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want to present it as evidence immediately. Owned by the victim. Found broken near electrical pole at the crime scene.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. Bonk. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown open by the defendant's testimony.
On Mia.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through the defense attorney alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this time the witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is the witness?
Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. You don't mean Dole?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news. You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
Bonk. I think this is a good point for us to stop at. The guy playing the game needs to go to the bathroom. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Bonk. April 11,
11:50 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 11. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Anyway, yeah, we will see you on the next episode.